Hi everybody. Okay, so this has been long overdue. I had some issues with the technical issues, but I'm here and we're going to do, let me just adjust this a little. We're going to do a makeup tutorial. My first ever makeup tutorial. Well, second if we're considering the fact that the exact same tutorial I already did in Hebrew. That's why I said it's long overdue because it was supposed to be right after. But yeah, issues. Anyways, so this is me, full on raw me, not a drop of makeup because I want to show you how I do my own makeup. The whole point of this makeup tutorial is basically going to be showing you how I do my own makeup. I'm sick of everybody thinking that you need 3 hours and 700 products and layers and layers and layers to look pretty or to look like something unreal because all YouTube videos do things like that, which is really what YouTube is saturated with right now. Either very advanced makeup techniques or just in general a lot of layering and like I mentioned before. So I want to show you that you can do a beautiful, natural, glowy, long-lasting makeup in 10 minutes. Trust me, I don't have the luxury of having more than 10 minutes in the morning between Naomi running between my legs. You know, it's a 2-year-old that wants her hands on everything, taking them to school, making breakfast, da 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 da, all of the above. So this is how I do my makeup. I'm going to go step by step. This video is not going to go into this application that fast forward things and then, show you how I'm doing eye makeup and then all of a sudden I am in my lipstick. It's not going to be like that. It's just going to show you exactly step by step what I'm doing. So let's begin. I am very much of a natural makeup person, so what I'm going to show you is like really basically what I do. The first tip I'm going to give you is to shorten the time of my makeup application. I take my makeup bag, which is this little guy. I drop all of it. Me personally, I do it in the bathroom, so I drop all of it in the sink and then I go from there. That way I don't have to waste time on looking for my products. Let me put that to the side. There's a mirror right here. There's light behind me. Hopefully there's enough lighting. Like I said, first time I'll be coming in and out. I'll be looking through this mirror. I'll be trying to do my best. Bear with me, work with me. Hopefully we can make this work. First step. So I'm starting with foundation. If you like a primer can help you set and longevity and fill in fine lines and pores. That's basically what a primer do. If you like it, it will come before a foundation, after your moisturizer. I cheat because my foundation already has a primer in it and it's self-setting, so I don't really need a powder. But I will do a little powder just to show you. I always start from the center out. I feel like most of the product should be in the center of the face just because then it's an easier blend for me and I don't have like ton of product right on the outlines where if it's not blended it looks horrible with all those those very complimenting lines that shows you exactly how many tones of foundation darker you did than your actual face. Yeah, we all know one of those. So brushing it, I'm not going to start telling you like product names and things like that. This is not what this tutorial is all about. It's really just to show you that this can be done fast and beautiful and easy. So my second step is my concealer. A triangle under the eye and then blend it in. I have in my little 40 from 40 project that I did, if you know my YouTube channel, you know there are like 40 videos numbered and lettered for Hebrew or English. You can check them out, and there's a video about a concealer, a video about base, a video about blush, bronzer, whatnot. So you can definitely go there for better reference on things. So I do my concealer. If you don't like a brush, you can always use your finger. I do it from lash line down, like I said, the bottom triangle, And then I do it on the top lid as well. And I go all the way from my lash line towards my brow line and fill it all the way. It gives me two things. It gives me longevity for my shadows, and it kind of brightens the whole eye area and gives me a nice white canvas to work with. If you need better coverage, dab. Always work with the ring finger. It has the least amount of pressure. And make sure you blend your, borders. I'm a nude lip girl, so I always put concealer on the lips too, and always around the nostrils to kind of eliminate a little redness. All right. Oops, wrong end. Wrong end of the brush. So my base is done. My next step is my powder. I'm going to powder my concealer. Very, very important to remember. If I can open my powder, it'll be good. I use loose powders. I don't like cake powders. That's one. I feel like it's more gentle. And second, this area does not need to be overwhelmed with a lot of product. So I use the brush and I use the loose powder. Right. Oh, come back, Zoom. Come back. Oh my God, we just watched Titanic. That's why. That was a Titanic moment. Yeah, so that's why I powder it. And you can see once you powder, all the shininess goes away. That's when you hear the, professionally verbiage that always says to set something. That's what it means when you set the powder, when you set the cream with a powder. So that's it. Now, because like I said, I don't need a powder, but I'm just going to show you. So I use the brush to powder my face as well. Really, there's no need to use a powder puff. Do I have a powder puff? I do have a powder puff. No need to use the powder puff unless you're very, very oily. Then you want to kind of set it with dabbing motion. But other than that, you don't need that heavy of setting because it looks heavier and it shows more wrinkles and it's not cute. My next step is my bronzer. So my bronzer basically replaces my contour, if you may. I work sideways with my brush. I go from the ear towards the lips. I go a little bit on my temples, a little bit kind of on the forehead. It's basically the frame of the face, okay? That's where contours usually sit. Because I choose to do my makeup more natural, that's where the contour comes in. I replace the whole contour with the bronzer. I hope you can see good with the lighting. I always go down on the jawline and then blend it into my throat. I'm making funny sound and noises. I don't know what's happening. All right. After my bronzer, I'm going to move on to my blush. My blush is going to go on the apples towards the bronzer. Blush is always going to be like a more of like a peachy. Yeah, I use my highlight, as you can see. I have a new one. I'm lazy, but I like my palettes. Yeah, so a blush is more like a peachy, pinky, burgundy, whatever you made. That's like what will bring the color back and bring you the life back into the face, if you may. While the bronzer is more of the warmth and the contouring, like the J-Lo glow, which we're moving on next. So apples towards the bronzer. Now I'm going to go into my highlight, and that's going to sit on all the high cheekbones, basically on all the high bones. That's why it's called high light, because that's where the light reflects from. I'm going to go on my nose, a little bit, kind of like a line in the middle. Cupid's bow, a little bit on my chin, like a C around. Cool. Basically, I'm done with my base. I'll move on to my brows. Love brows. They're the frame of the face. I always try to brush my brows and fill them in. I brush first and then I fill it in. Do you. I mentioned it also in my Hebrew video. you know, the whole drawn in brow right now is like so big and so common in the industry. And a lot of times I have clients that tell me, you know, I don't like it. It doesn't look natural. You don't like it. Don't do it. Do what is right for you. Oh, my phone is beeping. uh do what's right for you, seriously. Like, it's so important. I always speak about it in my inspirational beauty courses, and you know, it's so important. It's self-love, bottom line. If you love yourself enough, then you're gonna make sure you do what's right for you, and you're not afraid to be you. Just because somebody told you, no, you know, it's the hottest thing right now. You do the concealer over here and you paint it like that. No, no, it doesn't matter. You can use an eyeshadow with a brush. You can use a pencil. If you love the drawn in brow, please, by all means, do it. But do it because you want to, not because somebody told you. Then that's what you need to do. I need to pluck my brows. So yeah, that was like my 5-minute rampage on brows and this whole industry attitude trying to convince you to not be you. 1 second, I need the other mirror. It's much easier. Not easy doing makeup in video, like on camera, I must say. Okay. Before I missed a step, which I wanted to tell you to kind of make it easier. When you do the highlight, you can go on your eyelid with the highlight and basically save yourself a step with like a basic base shadow, right? So then I'm going to take an eyeshadow, like a contour color or something like that. Something, can you see? Yeah, good. Yeah, I use my eyeshadows too. Going right in the crease in a back and forth motion. I always say it's like a windshield wiper. And just going back and forth. That kind of gives more of a dimension to the eye. Make it look a little bigger. More maybe open wider. If you have deep set eyes, do not do that on your crease. Do it above it. I will have tutorials that are like more detailed for different eye shapes, or the next one I think is going to be like older skin, because a lot asked me already. So I might even bring my friend around. She's like all about older women makeup. She's a master. Maybe we'll have like a sit down and talk about it. I'm just using a little light color right under my brow. I don't have to because I already have the highlight from before, but just to kind of enhance the difference between the two. My next step is mascara. I use 2 mascaras. I like the fat brush and I like the skinny brush. So I literally do both. In the Hebrew version, I messed up. Let's see if I'm going to do this again or I will survive this. You know, a lot of times when women ask me like, yeah, you've been doing this for all this time. That's why it takes you 5 minutes. There's one thing that I swear I always teach in my courses, and it's so important for me for women to know. Just because I've been doing it all every day doesn't mean that you can do it. Try it, do it. In the first week, it'll take you 15 minutes. In the second week, it'll take you 12 minutes. And then by the third week, you'll be doing it in 7 minutes. You know, repetition, repetition, repetition. Just like my favorite man, Tony, always says, you know, repetition is the mother of all skills. Do it. The more you'll do it, the better you'll get at it. Just keep at it. Don't give up. It's easy to do. You can take right now this tutorial with you when you are doing your makeup in the morning, in the evening, wherever it is, going to the park, just want to look a little fresh. Take the phone with you. Follow me step by step. Please, that's what I'm doing this for. I promise you, you will like, when I have clients that a week after the course, they tell me, I cannot believe I'm doing makeup. That makes me happy. That's how I know that what I'm doing is right. Because this is the whole point of this. for you to learn how to do makeup. 95% of my clients do not know how to do makeup, never did makeup, never have the will or want to do makeup, and then something happened that made them decide that, okay, maybe I should put a little bit more effort into how I look in the morning to the office or whatnot. Awesome. I didn't mess up. I'm so proud of myself. I do bottom lashes a little bit. I like it. I never used to. And then one day I started. I've been doing it ever since. Oh, habits. Some are good. Most are bad. They will kill us one day. All right. And what's left is the little gloss. And I am done. Beautiful, natural, glowy. This would last me all day. And yeah, look, we're at 15 minutes and I was talking and I was chittering and I was driving you guys crazy with some useful and unuseful information. But really, this was the whole point of this. So you'll know you can do it too, and that it doesn't take 3 hours and you can still look fabulous. So please try it. Let me know, comment. This one is a little different. Usually my videos are wide. I did this one a little different because I want to put that on Instagram too, because all my followers been asking me to do IGTV videos. So you'll be able to find this here on YouTube and there and on my site, like all my other videos at www.lulu.com. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I did, and I'm looking forward to do some more videos with you guys, more tutorials. If there's anything specific you want to know or see, please just ask. You can write me comments, how the YouTubers go. Write me over here, down on the bottom. So yeah, do that. All right. Have a fabulous and inspirational day, people. Bye.